نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Assalamu alaikum, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam. With the recent upcoming voting that's taking place, there's been a lot of push among the Muslim community to encourage them to vote for one of those political party, Labour, Conservative, Lib Dems, etc. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, I want to take this opportunity to address you on this matter, a serious matter, a grave and important matter for us to address and think about. While the Muslims are going through what they're going through today around the world and over here, the vilification of Islam and Muslims, there are some amongst us who are the agent of the Muslim Kuffar today. They are the so-called Muslim rabbis and Muslim priests. These people are singing the tunes of the Kuffar to promote their democracy, freedom of beliefs and Western way of life within the Muslim community. And one of the greatest tools they're using against us, my dear brothers, is the issue of voting, encouraging us to become part of their kufr way of life, to become part of their kufr system. I know there is a lot of fatwas going about today to tell us that voting is allowed, it is not shirk. But the reality is, my dear brothers, it is shirk. And that is what I want to address you and tell you and remind you of, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam. Voting is shirk for the simple reason there are those people who claim the right of Allah. They are the disbelievers who are implementing kufr law, whether in our country or over here. They are the one who claim the right of Allah to legislate. Only Allah can make laws for us. Only Allah can dictate to us how we can regulate our life, how we can go about our life and manage our affairs. It's only Allah. Allah created us for that purpose, to manage our life according to His command. That is worship, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam. How is it that someone can come along and say they have the right to make legislation? How is it that someone can come along and say they can make laws for us and tell us how we should live our life? That is great important for us to address, my dear brothers. The fact of the matter is, those people who claim that, they are Tawheed in Islam. They are the false God in Islam. False God because they have taken what belongs to Allah, that is to legislate. Therefore we can't be part of the system. A lot of people say, if we don't vote, our voice is not going to be heard. We can't get our rights. If we don't vote, the BNP or other disbelievers, the far right group or extremist group, they're going to take over and kick us out of this country. There is this argument taking place. They want to choose between the so-called lesser of the two evil, which is another argument they put forward, my dear brothers and sisters. But let me go through some of those points for you to be clarified. I'm not going to go through all the juristic arguments on this, because those so-called rabbis and priests, they didn't give a juristic argument. Their argument was rational, pragmatic argument. So I'm going to give it from that line. They're the one who are telling you all this time, they're the qualified people who can address you on that. Believe me, they are not qualified as they claim to be, my dear brothers and sisters. So let's deal it with their level. First and foremost, they say voting is less of the two evil. You know what that means, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam? They admit voting is evil. But if you were to ask them, what is the evil of it? They don't tell you that. They don't give the details of it. Because they know voting in its original sense, it is shirk. Voting for man-made law in its original state, it is shirk. It is kufr in Islam. Therefore, that is the evil. But they don't tell you that. They say lesser of the two evil. They're telling you someone to claim God beside Allah, someone to claim the right to legislate over you is less of the evil. How can that be, my dear brothers and sisters? Our kalima demands that we only accept Allah to legislate. Allah says, إِنِ الْحُكْمُ إِلَّا لِلَّهِ. Allah says in the Quran, وَلَنْ يُشْرِكْ فِي حُكْمِ أَحَدًا. No one can share in the ruling with Allah. So how is it that someone can say that this shirk, this act of legislating is less of the two evil? That is the satanic voice, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam. You need to be wary of those people. You need to challenge them and address them and expose them. And this video, inshallah, will expose them.